mention Valery Gergiev in here this semester? Yeah, he's sort of one of my conducting. I don't know him well enough to call him like idol or anything like that, but I admire a lot of things about him. I think I said the other day, though, unfortunately, I keep talking to musicians that have played for him, and most of the time they hate him, so I'm worried about that. Maybe he's a fraud. I don't know. But if he's a fraud, it's a pretty good one because there's some really good stuff out there. There's some really exciting recordings. There's some really, really good interviews. I have a DVD of his that's called You Cannot Start Without Me. And what's interesting about it is that it's a terrible title because it sounds like the most arrogant conductor thing you can imagine. And what he was trying to say is just a quote from a lecture he was making. The DVD is he teaching conducting master classes. And that was quoted out of a long paragraph in which he was trying to illuminate how the conductor isn't so important all the time. And they pulled it out of context and it makes it sound like the total opposite. The reason I thought of it is because not too many folks have done this as sure what you've done. Maybe nobody so far. So you took that moment and you stopped. And that's one of the moments where Gergiev is working with this conducting student in Europe in front of the orchestra, and he's basically talking about those two choices we have as conductor all the time, when to either let it happen or when to make it happen. A lot of what we do can be boiled down to that. Is it time to let it happen or make it happen? Is it time for chamber musicians to get a chance to be expressive and do what they want, and I'm going to get out of their way? Or is this a time where they need my help as the North Star and a little guidance to get something done? Start a piece, they need you. You cannot start without me. Gergiev was illuminating a moment in this, who wrote it's the poem of ecstasy, Scriabin. It's the Scriabin. And there's this amazing moment, long period, 15, 20 seconds, where he's pointing out to the conductor, they don't need you during all this at all. They're just fine. Man, you get out of the way. And then it comes to a caesura. And he got him, and he's whispering to the conductor, see, now you cannot start without me. He's got this great voice because he grew up speaking Russian, and so his English sounds that deep, rich, kind of spicy English that you get. He spoke Russian a little bit, It makes him so extra very cool. So I was glad to see a bit of that caesura. And those are those moments where you had them. It's that pregnant pause. Bravo. So keep working on whatever happened there with that beat, but the prep was better that time. You illuminated again the risk of making it 4 instead of 3. Yeah. Right? If you do 3 as the prep, that won't happen. Brad, are you next? Yep.